Sam Harris is saying that he is now a Zionist, that after October 7th, he recognizes the importance of a Jewish state. Check it out.
A little bit of a personal question, but I mean, you are an atheist and Jewish. Can you tell us how that balance changed or shifted for you after October 7th, if it did shift?
Well, I think it would have been true to say before October 7th that I'm still an atheist. I'm still a secularist. I still think that we're paying an intolerable price for the religious balkanization of our world. So I'm not a fan of sectarianism in any form. And I think before October 7th, you could have said that I was not a Zionist, right? Or I was certainly would be willing to call into question the legitimacy of organizing a state around a religion or a religiously identified ethnicity, right? Judaism in this case. I mean, I think I released a podcast some years ago titled, why don't I criticize Israel? Question mark.
It was 10 years ago.
Yeah, and there I gave a fairly equivocal and frustrating defense of Israel, but I mean I was troubled by, as someone who believes that we are paying this intolerable price for sectarianism. I was troubled by the seeming contradiction in defending the Jewish state, and for me it just nets out to the only real defense is the ambient level of genocidal intolerance that's directed at Jews, right? I mean, just and yet before October 7th, even there, I felt like I was paying lip service to the legacy of the Holocaust without really having my heart was really not quite in it, because it still seemed kind of hypothetical to me. I mean, because in my life, anti-Semitism has not seemed like a real variable at all. And apart from the Islamist version of it, it seemed to have been, more or less fully defanged, the world over. But given October 7th and given the response to it in the West, both on the left and on the right politically, but even most especially on the left, I mean, that was the most surprising. Yeah, I'm really, just kind of an unapologetic Zionist at this point. I mean, just like who can be counted upon to defend the Jews but the Jews? I think that's a question that for which you have to err on the side of the most cynical and depressing answer, which is, only the Jews can at the end of the day be counted upon to defend themselves. And I think they should have the right to do that. And having a Jewish state seems like certainly at the moment, the only rational, backstop to that project.
Notice that, a guy like, Sam Harris isn't exactly a proud Jew. He's not exactly the type of person where you're like, yeah, that guy represents Judaism. And yet even he is like waking up like, wow, what's going on? This guy hates Jews. That guy, everybody hates us. Like, the fact that somebody who is an atheist, self-proclaimed atheist, doesn't really believe in God, but still recognizes the level of Jew hatred that is just swirling all around, and is like, yeah, we sort of need a state. Even like coming from him, it is so much more powerful, because it's like, wow, even the people that don't believe in religion, don't believe in having a state based off religion in a sense, understands like, yeah, all these people hate us and it's getting really bad, and it's probably a good idea to have Israel around just in case. And I think that Sam Harris has been great. He has been great spokesman for Israel. He's been great at understanding the threat of radical Islam. And, hopefully I wish him all the best. I think that his newfound identity as a Zionist perhaps will, bring him to religion. We'll see. For more, you can subscribe to the channel. If you want to help us make more of these videos, you can go to buymeacoffee.com/JewishUncensored. Now important more than ever, because we were just demonetized from YouTube. And so anything you can send, that would be great. You can also go to our new channel at Israel Uncensored. We called it that. We originally called it at Western Culture, but we changed it to at Israel Uncensored because that makes more sense anyway. Thank you for watching, and have a good one.